Hi, creatives and other perspectives. Welcome to my first episode of Creative Perspectives. So, if you don't know, my name is Brandon Nelson. I'm a little nervous right now. I am a portrait photographer here in Chicago. What is going on? This show, you can expect some really dope artists to join me in great conversations. This show pertains current event topics, hot topics, and struggles of the entertainment industry. So the guests that I have today, I am very excited to invite them on. So this is like a little quick story about them. I need to breathe because I do not know why I'm nervous. Okay, so what started off as a random conversation has now blossomed into an incredible group of ladies that get together to experience Chicago. Their name is called What the Girls Do. It is a Chicago based group that's dedicated to helping you find your girl tribe and reminding you that you are that girl. They curate exciting events all around the city, so keep an eye out for their next event. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce What the Girls Do. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hi.
Hey, what is up?
I do not know why I was so nervous. Like doing that introduction was one of the hardest things in my life. Like Lord Jesus, but
You're doing amazing, sweetie. Don't
well,
even
thank
fret.
you. So how y'all doing today?
I'm good.
Fabulous. I'm excited to be here.
I'm ready. I'm lit. I'm ready.
I'm honored to be in your presence, baby. We are grateful.
Oh,
Yes.
thank y'all. That means a lot to me. Like for real, for real. Before we begin and get into it and stuff, I did want to introduce y'all names. It's a lot of y'all, so I just feel like we need more than just what the girls do. Like we want to know who y'all is. So if y'all can just go ahead and just give off y'all names, we can start off with Miss Aisha.
Hi everyone. My name is Aisha. My Instagram is Aisha the Mag. I just got it back. I was hacked for a second, but now I'm back. Um,
Again, again.
um, I'm 24. I live in Chicago, but I'm from Houston, Texas. I currently work for a dental association, and I help with what the girls do.
I guess I'm next. Hey y'all, what up? I'm Courtney. Um, I'm 28. I just made 28 Libra October, baby. Um, um I li- I'm from Chicago. Actually, I was born and raised on the South Side. I currently live in Hyde Park, and I am due to be married next year, bling bling, to my fiance. So that's just a little bit about me.
I love it. Tiff, you want to go first? Or you want me to? Okay, I'll
Oh,
go
I'm sorry.
first.
Did we do introductions? My bad, y'all. My camera was acting a little crazy.
That's all
I'm like,
good.
hold on. I don't think they can see me. Hold on.
I'm sick. Okay, since you introduce yourself first.
Okay. Where do I start? So my name is Tiffany, aka Mark B. Jordan's future baby mama slash ex-wife.
Period. Shoot is gonna
Um,
shoot.
She shooting her shot.
aka Winston Duke if you watching this. Uh,
She got options.
AKA, no, but yeah, my name is Tiffany, born in Chicago. I work at a communications firm and I'm account executive there. I like, trying out different food in Chicago, shopping, traveling, that's stuff.
Okay.
Hey y'all, what's up, hotties? It's your girl Aubrey. I'm actually 25, the ripe young age of 25. I was born and raised in Indiana, just recently moved to Chicago. Absolutely love it here. I am a DE&I manager for advertising, and I have a YouTube channel called Curve Logic. Check your girl out. It's a live, laugh, love time. And I'm excited to be here with my girls and to be with Brandon. So it's a
Her,
party, baby.
period.
It's a party.
It's
It
a
is.
party, it's a party, it's a party.
It's always a party, especially talking about parties. I will say, like, y'all throw some lit ones. Like lit events. Y'all last one that well not the last one, but the other one that I went to and meeting all of y'all there and like the vibes was high. Y'all know how to get down. I do know how to say that. So with that being said, like, can y'all tell me a little bit about like what the girls do, like for the audience and stuff, and like any events that y'all done before that y'all want to talk about?
Yeah. So it's funny how we met. Courtney, if you want to take this away, you can go ahead.
Okay, so we actually met in a Facebook group all together, and we actually was going. We met like our first meetup was a brunch, and then it took it to like a pink party that we was going to that was in the Facebook group. When we went to the pink party, we went to Aubrey house to do a little pregame. So we all was like, "Oh, let's meet up." We go in the pregame. We was a little bit more lit, going there because we pregame. But
We
when we
live,
pulled,
laugh, loving. We having a good
yeah,
time.
Hmm. It
we
was
pulled
lit.
up. We got our Uber. We pulled up to the pink party,
We put up
and
to a closet.
yes, basically we
A
thinking like
walk-in closet. You walk in, walk out, baby.
we really thought
What?
we was about to pull up to a party. We was about to be like people standing outside. We was about to be a line. We thinking like, oh, it's about to be big. We about to be lit. We about to have fun. It's gonna be a girls thing. And when we pulled up, we was like, oh.
We were the majority. We were the population of that party.
We was like,
Oh my.
oh, this cute or whatever. This look cute. So we walked in.
Yeah.
They had the food, the charcuterie boards. They had the drinks. They had little, gift
Flower
bags, the
station.
flowers, decorations. They
It was
had
mad cute.
little,
It was very cute. Just
it
how
was
we
Oh
were
yeah.
nice.
there.
The
They had
layout
a
was
camera, a little
amazing.
spinning wheel that we
Okay.
got on. We had got on and took a video with each other on the little camera spinny photo booth thing, 360 wheel. We was doing that. It was a little cute, but we didn't expect what came afterwards.
Yeah.
We think like we pulling up, oh, it's a little cute, and basically that party tore us up.
Hey, when
But
you
it
least
started.
expect it.
Hmm.
Okay.
True.
Right.
They caught
But
us slipping.
after doing the party, it's the reason why how we started what the girls do. It was like a drunk moment. We was all talking about like, oh,
Yeah.
you
No
know,
facts. Like
we could
we
throw some parties like this and it'd be bomb. We could throw events. We could do stuff together that'd be lit.
Yeah.
And this is all in a drunk moment, and we all talking, but we was like, no, y'all, we could actually do this. And
yes.
Yeah.
We're
from
And
community
just
there,
to
creators.
yeah, and just to add a little bit more color to that, the party was fun because we made it fun. Like no offense, like
On
the
period.
party was
period,
cool or whatever, but we took it to the next level. Like
we definitely
Yeah.
we
did.
made everybody get up and dance. Like most people was like standing up against the wall. We was in the middle, turning up, having
Yeah.
fun, and we kind of just realized like we could curate parties like this. Like we could turn up
Mhm.
parties that's not, like interested and fun and just like make it a good time for people. So like Courtney said, we went back to Aubrey's house and we was like, dang, like this party was lit because of us, so we could do this too. So that's when we got to talking. And yeah, this is how the group came about, what the girls do. And
Yes.
we put on about like 3 events so far. Our very first one was a boat party that
Yeah.
Brandon helped to shoot, and he was
Woo-hoo.
our personal photographer there. So if you want to see
Yes.
some pics, check us
Mad
out
love.
at What the Girls Do on IG. And that I'm sorry, that party right there just like set off the summer. Like it
It
was
was
a day
amazing.
before their last boat trip. It was
Yeah.
lit. It was crazy. And then our second event was at Courtney's house. We did this color pajama party where everyone brought a little basket and they had their own color full of goodies. And
Yeah.
mhm. And then our last party that we just put on was at a happy hour here in Chicago at Howl at the Moon. And then we went out after that, got some food, and yeah, so those are just some of the events that we put on. We basically want to, like get women together who are like minded that want to go out and not necessarily be by themselves and whatnot. So that's what we're pretty
Right.
much all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
And,
piggyback off that once, sorry.
no,
I
you
think
good.
I think we should just really tie in our mission, and I feel like our mission is to build communities. We're community curators, and I think as Tiffany mentioned, all three of those environments and parties that we hosted, they're varying in the different types of people that was there, but it was always good vibes. And I think that's what motivated us to create our business, is that we created a safe space for Black women to get together, to enjoy each other, and to learn about each other. And that's where our friendship stemmed. So it's like, why not do that for larger communities, not just Black women, just women in general, girls, everyone, to be able to just make their girl group, make their friend group, and just have a good time and create memories. So that's what we wanted to do, and we made it from the group chat into real life, baby.
Period.
Not
Period.
everybody saying period all at once.
And that usually never happens. Like how many times do y'all have like amazing ideas or trips or whatever in the group chat, and it stays right there in the group chat. We was like,
Even like-
nah, we need to put this into fruition. Like we're about to actually do that.
R.I.P. to the lost dreams that never made it out the
Right.
group chat. All them trips that never made it.
When you
Rest in
start
peace.
talking money, then that's when people start disappearing. But no, y'all definitely, y'all a tribe. Like I said, I'm a fan of it. So like, I got a question. That, like, what is one thing that you all like love about being in this group?
It's a lot of things. I think that I mean, I want to speak specifically to Chicago, and then if you guys want to talk about like the group itself, we can. But Chicago is so huge; it's diverse. Like I personally think that our food scene, our night scene, our sports scene, the architecture, like we're literally top 2 cities in the United States, and we're not 2. And it's so much like untapped things to do. And even myself, like I might want to go and try out this place or try out this place or go to this event, and maybe my friends aren't into it. And the great thing that I like about this group and just living in Chicago is there's always something to do. There's always a community of women who are similar to you to do things that you want to do. And it feels good to not like force people to like go to something that they don't want to do just so that you're not by yourself. So I just like being comfortable around people who pretty much enjoy the same things that I enjoy. And we're doing it here in the great city of Chicago. So that's what I love.
I love that.
I love
and
it.
to piggyback off that, I want to say I love how free it is, or I guess carefree in a way, because like there's no requirements for joining this group. Like we just want to create a space for people, and it's like I've always wanted to go different places, and my friends wasn't vibing with it, like Tiffany said, and it's just like to be able to come, make new friends, and enjoy this time, but also doing the stuff you want to do in order, to be safe, to make friends, to just get out there. Like for me personally, being a newbie in Chicago, like friendship was very huge for me, and it caused a lot of anxiety, but also a lot of excitement. So I'm like, for me being very brand new into this city and having this amazing business and organization, might I not add, it's like it's the best to go to when you come into a new city, or if you want a new fresh start, a new beginning, like, or just continuing to be you, this is the place. Like it's freedom and it's carefree and it's just fun. Like it's so easy. It's chill.
Yeah, you just gotta come in and be yourself. Honestly, we just want to meet you. And I feel like what I love about this group is that like, oh my god, is that we were able to find our own girl group
Absolutely
through trying to make that for a general population, for more people. And so it's like I really want other people to be able to have this friendship that we have built through this platform.
Yeah. Just be mindful and open and always like come with a spirit of like, have fun. It's not, we don't really try to be as boring, but we do get deep sometimes, but that's only like, that's for a good minute, and then
which is not even boring. It's just changing
real.
the tempo and changing the vibe. Yeah.
But
because not everything needs to be like party, turn it up, because that gets superficial after a while. So it's definitely good to have layers into friendships and whatnot. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like that y'all honestly have like a sisterhood. It became like a sisterhood. Because like when you say deep, my mind went towards like the conversations that you all can have with each other outside of just the norm. Like, when you around other people, sometimes like certain topics are like just the same with everybody else, but y'all go for those deep conversations that you don't have with everybody, and stuff like that, and just being very strong women, but also like, okay, I can be in this type mind and stuff. So like that's something else that I do love about y'all, like as a group in itself. It's hard to find people like that these days.
Period.
Opinion.
And then
I
just
love your
to
opinion.
piggyback
Yeah,
off of that just a little bit, I think one thing I love about this group too is just breaking down stereotypes and negative connotations against black women. Like people see a group of black women, they automatically think that we're loud, we're ghetto, we don't get along, we're catty, especially in Chicago. And I think that this group shows that it's not true. Like you can have a good time no matter what the setting is. Just come in, be yourself, and it's this is not the Bad Girls Club. So if you thinking that's that, it's not. But we definitely have our moments where we disagree, but not to the point where it's something negative. It's like healthy conversation too. So.
Facts. Although we do still love the Bad Girls Club. Like I'm a fan.
Oh yeah.
Personally.
Yes,
I'd
But we
rather
ain't
watch
doing it over
it.
here. We ain't doing
Yeah.
it, but we watch it. We support.
Yeah, we watch it from afar.
Exactly.
It's entertaining.
So, fine. Well, Aubrey, your mic ended up getting muted.
Oh, that's it. Sorry, that's all I got.
I know it's all good. Let you know, you just started talking, and then we like, what? No. So with that being said, then once again, what the girls do is the name. You all, if I'm not mistaken, have like a Facebook group as well, like where people can join in and like kind of have.
Facebook, IG, Pinterest, Discord, TikTok.
We got
is
links
called
on links.
What the Girls Do. Yes.
yes.
Follow us
You
on.
need-
Follow us.
Look, you need inspo. Check us out on Pinterest. You want to
You
chit
won't
chat?
regret it.
We got Discord. You want to like some pictures? Want to see what's going on with us? Facebook, Instagram. What the Girls Do.
I mean,
And I
as
will have
T.I.
that all
said,
posted. We're gonna remind everybody towards the end. So
yes.
I mean, y'all came here for the hot stuff. Now
Absolutely, babes. Let's get into it.
get into the meaty and greedy. So we about to go ahead and get right on into it. So I don't know about
Get
y'all,
right
but I
with
just
you.
feel like that some of our standards, I feel like as far as like relationships have like changed some of my morals. I believe that like situationships are starting to become like the norm, in my opinion. Like the other day, which now they sadly broken up now, I guess. But like
What
the
was
other
this?
day, we had like P Diddy and Carisha, being in this situationship, and like I don't
I thought they were
know.
still together.
This is news to me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, breaking news. Breaking news.
Yeah, y'all didn't know.
No.
Report, breaking news.
I did see a post about like Carisha basically deleted Diddy off her stuff, but
She
then
was
she
just
posted
laying
another,
in the roses.
yeah,
What
she
happened?
posted another picture after laying in roses talking about she loved her man.
That's what I'm saying. I just like the picture of the roses, not even earlier today. What's really going on?
Look, let's get into it then.
Right, let's start talking. So from what I
And to be honest, I feel like that goes back to this like topic and like this question is like you don't know what's going on with them in this situationship because there's no set anything in it. There's no titles. There's no it's like so to answer your question, is situationships the new norm? I think it is, but I don't think it's good. Like I feel like there's so much gray area in situationships, but I also think that when they're famous, they get away with so much more too.
That part.
And they have like Diddy's a billionaire. Not saying Carisha don't got her own money, but this man's worth a couple B's.
I'm about to say that's a different type of money.
Listen,
do we lose our morals then because of the money?
Absolutely not.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Courtney. Go ahead, Courtney. I want to hear what you about to say.
She was getting like a stipend of like $200K.
I'm saying
I was getting that. I keep my mouth shut. I don't care what he's doing. He's not with me.
If you're throwing $200K at me, baby, then we can be whatever you want it to be.
For real.
You told me to shut my fat ass up, and what I do? I shut my fat ass up.
Look, I understand the whole allowance part, but it's like she still has feelings though. Like the whole deleting whatever off her Instagram, she wouldn't have done that if she didn't have feelings for me. So I feel like she can't separate the whole situationship from
the relate or
like she wants it to be a relationship.
I think situationships should be like we talk about, like individual, like. But I do think with all situationships, you need to proceed with caution, and I don't think a lot of people do that. Like a lot of people think they can protect their heart, protect their feelings. Me, I know personally, I need labels, I need boundaries in order for me, because either I'm gonna hurt your feelings or you're gonna hurt mine. And I feel like with situationship, the lack of boundaries and somewhat labels to a T is like that is what's causing people to be hurt and then act like they're not hurt and then hurt the other
Mhm.
person.
Yeah.
Like that gray area isn't always good. But if you know what you're going into per, communication and per, these cautionary, these cautions, the pros and the cons, I'll say do it.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're sensitive like me, chill out.
So,
Like,
But
what
even
you,
though,
oh, my bad. Go ahead,
no, go
Courtney.
ahead, Brandon.
No, you go.
I was about to say, even when you don't like, even when you that person that's strong minded that doesn't have feelings, you still got feelings in the back of your head. You still gonna say like you might not say it out in the open and tell a person how you feeling, but in the back of your head, you still thinking like, dang, I should be the only one that he should be posting. I should be the only one he should be loving on. He should be with me, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all know what y'all out in the open, y'all know this is what we are and this is how we're going to be in the open. But in your head, you be like, I want that. So it's all about communication. Y'all
It,
all need to have the same communication when it comes to a situationship. Everybody needs to be in communication of, the boundaries of what y'all want because
yeah,
it will hurt both of y'all at the end, or it's gonna mess up the whole thing at the end too with whoever you with.
I just think like though like it's what I was about to say like it's a cheat code to me too because it's like people are not willing to put the work in no more as long as they able just to get what they want
Right,
and then like
yeah.
dip off. It's like where's the work? You know,
Right.
No, for real.
But I feel like it comes from like a fear of commitment.
Oh,
Like they're scared to be like with one person. So they kind of feel like
Mm-hmm.
a situation like you could leave at any time. It's like you don't have that label, so you don't think it affects the other person. But
yeah.
like I feel like situationships hurt more, like because you don't know who
No,
you are. Like when you got like this
seriously.
ends, like you can't even say I just broke up with my boyfriend. Like
That
you
hurts the worst.
nigga, like
When you cried over a nigga that wasn't even yours.
right. That's
the
Seriously. How
worst.
embarrassing. And I don't think situationships makes it easier, especially with dating in general now. Like it's a lot more like quantity versus quantity. There's so many people and we all look for instant gratification. It's like, okay, if you're not giving me what I want, I'm gonna go to the next person. But we're all creating these like very much surface level interactions and got like 25 of them. And then I'm still, well, hey, I'm adding myself at this point. I'm still shitty as to why I'm single because
right.
Yeah.
it's too many people and none of
It's
people doing shit.
yeah, as the world says, very saturated. And like that's something my mama I talked to my mama the other day about it too. And she said as well, like back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have online dating. So you kind of was stuck with the people that was in your neighborhood. And if
Ooh,
you was able to like drive around a few people from here and there, like that's how people got into relationships. But now like you could swipe left to a thousand people a day, you
I'm
know.
in Paris swiping, okay?
You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Change that
Just
location.
typing, just doing it, like just going through.
It's a
Easily.
game at this point. It's
Basically.
But
more like
I don't know. I just hope that we can just get back to a point where like we can I guess revert back to the day. Like, you know,
can
when
we all
you
just get along?
they'll call their
I
friends.
don't know. Here's my thing though. Because going back to
Ooh.
what you said, like back in the day when they had to drive down the street to like date or whatever. Some people's grandparents still had triple, quadruple, sextuple lives. Okay, and it's and it's like they didn't have all lives to do that. I
He
feel like
said
it
what she
really boils
said.
down to the person. Like very much giving John K plus 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like they was still lying. They still did really well. And I also think it boils down to the fact that a lot of people are waiting for the next best thing. Like they're not happy with I don't even know. They're always looking for something better, which
That's
Yeah.
is not
true.
good because there's always going to be a person that has more money, taller, fatter ass, like whatever. And it's like it's up to you to decide what is enough for you. Like what exactly are you chasing after? And I feel like once you get to the root of that, then everything else may fall into place. But yeah, like you said, it's like a game now. You can see one person in freaking New Orleans or whatever, that might look better than the person that you got in New York or something. So I don't know. I think it's really just up to you and your dating standards and what you will allow and what you won't allow. So
Right. I agree. And I think like we have shorter patience now, like kind of to piggyback off of like what you said.
yeah,
It's they're like controlling my own peace. You're bothering my peace. There's somebody else like a relationship to me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like a relationship is not always about the green. It's not always happy and you're my peace and stuff like that. Like I feel like if you're not happy within yourself, another person can't bring that to you. Like
That's
I
right.
agree. I do
It
think there
always
should be a
starts.
certain type of peace though. Like I'm tired of this mantra that love should always be hard. It does not. Oh, like love should not be hard. Like
yeah, no.
I should not have to go through all this struggle to love. Like what? Like
I do not ride it out over.
well,
I rolled
I
it, I
don't
died.
mean
I rolled it, I died.
I'm not talking
I
about the
died.
toxic stuff. I ain't talking about the toxic stuff. I'm talking about like just the growing pains of just like
Yeah.
growing with each other, not
Oh,
the
yeah.
toxic stuff
It's
or like
yeah, you gotta put in work. It's like if you're gonna be with a person, you need to put in work to be with that person. It's growing with each other. It's learning each other. It's learning each other's boundaries. Learning how to be with each other. Like me and mine, we had to learn how to. Because I'm not used to a relationship. I was a person that I had multiple people that I was talking to, and some of those people didn't know that they was multiple talking to. But you know, I was in that situation. I had my situationship in my head. They did it, but you know that's here nor there. That's in the past. You know, but
and that's
I
tea.
wasn't.
That's for another episode.
But I
Coming
wasn't
soon.
used to it, and I had to learn how to, you know, learn how to love myself so I can then love him, and learn how to be in a relationship with myself so I can know how to be in a relationship with him. And it was like he would have to do the same thing. Like he's been heartbroken, he's been cheated on, he's been with somebody that did him wrong, and he had to learn how to, like I had to learn how to let him trust me because I have been that person that's cheated on people. So I had to let him learn how to do that. And it took work for us to do that. It took work for us to get where we are now. And if you don't put in that work, it ain't gonna go nowhere.
agreed.
You know? So
And that was from Mama Courtney. So hopefully y'all took some notes and stuff like that because that's from personal.
That's the net on that. That's all she said.
You
gotta charge it if you want to talk anymore.
So okay, so with that, then I guess we all kind of on the same page. Then, as far as like we ain't for teen situationships over here, are we? Hey, y'all ever had one? I've been in one. I'll be honest. I've been.
Everybody done been in
you
one.
know
You.
In
I was in a 1 week one a couple weeks ago.
Okay, I am a situationship survivor. I also was a clown.
I am a ex muncher. I'm a former muncher.
You thought I was feeling you?
You thought I was feeling you?
that nigga boy.
I kind of was, but not anymore.
They'll teach you the game depending on who you with. Because my last situationship person, they taught me the game to the point where I changed it. Like if you give me anything confusion, you can't answer certain of my questions. I just feel like you trying to just string me along. I'm gonna beat you to the punch. We good over here because I can't do it. I'm too territorial. That's one thing. I'm way too territorial. And if you allow me to get attached to you, you mine. And the moment I see you with somebody else, that little brain up here gonna start, tweaking. So it's better that we don't play in them gray areas. I can't do it. I'm not.
I agree, and
Don't feel
also
like a true Gemini.
yeah. Well, you got a point, but also I always think it's so BS. Like people know whether they want to kick it with you for a good minute or not immediately.
Yeah.
Like you know how the vibes are, you feel it. So if you're not feeling it, why are you wasting my time or yours? Like
that's true.
Because you ain't fucking me hard enough, and if you ain't fucking me hard enough, I don't want to. You don't get me at all.
Yeah.
And this goes for women too. We always have to do the same thing. We got to tell it when we we wasting the person's time. We feel like we're wasting the time.
You calling me out? Did you just at me?
I didn't, boo. I did it. Not you, boo.
I'm gonna cut off the host tonight. I'm gonna do it eventually.
Look,
that's how I am right now.
Eventually, it's hard to cut off though. Like on both sides, like who likes to be mean and be like, "You're not that guy."
For real.
You know how you do it.
Nobody wants to do that.
You
ain't gotta do it like that. You do it all
easy.
nice.
You pick them up. You carry them a little bit.
You can't do that though.
and then
You
you
Brandon,
take
can't do
I'm
that.
a
that.
Casper. I go ghost. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
like,
See that ain't gonna hurt their feelings though. Going ghost to school too. You know, at least
But
No,
no, I feel like
Yeah.
you have to like hurt their feelings sometimes. And Aisha was
no.
telling us about this a minute ago. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not. But I feel like if you don't like break it off
Yeah.
with a person, and if you're nice, they're gonna
Mhm.
think that there's still something there. They're still gonna think that there's a chance. They're still gonna think that you really did mean that because you're not being mean to me. I feel like being mean and ghosted is not good, but I feel like it helps people get the message. But
No facts. It's
I
just
don't want to
very
be too
hard.
mean though, y'all.
Yeah,
I
because
check.
people be getting murdered, and you got
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
got.
I
I mean,
check
you
the
damned if.
team.
You know.
I mean, at this point, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Like the amount of
yeah,
times I done got called fat bees.
but you wanted me though.
Right.
right.
All that time
I'm
and
like, boy,
money,
you're showing your colors. You're embarrassing now at this point.
Right.
Like you hurt, huh?
Look,
Hard.
It's just
Hurt
I don't
hard.
know. It's never easy because especially like if that's why situationships I say no because there's always one person falling and we pray that there's
Yeah.
always two, but it's always going to be at least one.
Yeah.
But wait, have you guys ever been a part of a situation where it was three people?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait. Describe the
Okay.
third. before
Oh,
I-
Okay,
Yes.
so I don't know if y'all
Real.
remember when Chris Brown and Rihanna they got into it and then they broke up. And then when they broke up, he went with Karuchi.
Ruchi.
But
Karuchi.
then he went back with Rihanna.
Yeah.
And it was like the three of them kept going back and forth. And like I remember Chris at a one TV show, he was like, or some interview, he was like, he told Karuchi that he was going to the store on like Christmas Day, and he was like front row at an NBA game with Rihanna courtside.
Wow.
No, yeah, that was
Audacity. Men will always
no,
have
but
the
that
audacity.
happened like the first year, like them all intertwined with each other.
Yeah, but that's why I'm like,
I hate it.
Something like that.
I don't know. It gets messy because I feel like there's always a third person, whether like you know about it or not. Because I don't know. Because if they're not giving you the attention or whatnot, where else are they putting it? Like it's not like they just don't want to mess with you off rip no more. Like it has to be a reason, and that reason is either
Yeah.
another person or it's something going on with them internally. But
Yeah.
I feel like 50% of the time it's always another person. So.
Damn.
And it's usually me. Well, no, back in the day, it used to be
Yeah.
it used to be back in the day. it used to be
First
the
step
second
is
sex, like,
acknowledgement. First step is acknowledgement.
Thank
No.
you for acknowledging your fault.
I used to play the
You said
fool.
what you said.
I've been in the third window before, and that was just stupid. But that's all.
But did you know?
Like I said, that was just it was stupid.
But I think
Yeah, I did.
No,
I
I
did.
get that though. But you also, I don't think you were stupid. Maybe you knew what your goals were for the situation and you wanted to stay. But if you was stupid, you stupid. It's okay.
It looking back
He knew.
at it was stupid.
He knew.
I'm grateful for the journey a little bit, like I said, because it
Yeah.
taught me a lot. But just to look back and be like, you was clear on the second person. Like, where does that self-worth, but if I didn't experience that, I probably would never went on that self-worth journey that I went on after that.
Ooh.
So,
Look, some situationships can teach you lessons.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how fast I get there.
Ooh.
When I
what's waiting on the other
side, stop playing. It's
But-
the climb.
It
Speaking
builds
about the
character.
climb, I got something for y'all. So, how do y'all feel about? Ain't no other. Okay. How do y'all feel when it comes to dating? Do you feel like that there needs to be, or the person that's trying to date you, do they have to have like some sort of like money? Because I saw like the status online and it made me think. I'm like, they were talking about like how they believe that if you're not financially stable, you shouldn't be dating. And then they said, and looking for love. The looking for love part, I don't really agree with. But they say that you shouldn't be dating if you're not financially stable. Do he got a point?
Okay, so I have a few opinions about this. One, I don't think money should be a factor in a relationship, but I know that there is. Like, from my perspective, there's a lot of men that are intimidated and or insecure about me making more money than them. Or like they always feel like they can't, their manhood or whatever, their masculinity. But in the same sense, it's like, so I don't agree with it in that way, but it's like in the same sense, if you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle and like certain things that you can provide yourself, or that, you know, if you've been finessing for forever, keep doing it, I guess. But if you're able to accustom that, like I can't, like you can be picky in the lifestyle that you want your partner to live. Like, especially if you're trying to travel and do shit and, you know, go out of the country on a spare moment, if they're not able to do that and that causes a rip in your relationship, like that's that, you know? So I feel like it's twofold.
You know what? One thing I hate is just a simple fact. I feel like black women are the only ones who really are pressured into this topic,
Say that shit.
because I feel
Say
like
that
every
shit.
other race of women, they will openly tell you, you need to have money, you need to have this, you need to have that, you need to have that, and that's totally perfectly fine. The minute we even just say anything about the bag, then it's, oh, they're gold diggers, oh, they want me for my money, da 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 da.
Yeah.
But I think that money should be a factor when you're. I feel like you should be financially stable when you start dating, to give you the very best chance of dating, because I feel like you're at your peak, you're at your best when you
Mm-hmm.
have money, when you're set, when all your obligations are taken care of. Because when you're broke, like Aubrey said, like sometimes some men feel emasculated. They don't, they have this almost like a short man complex. It's like a broke man complex. Like
Very much so.
they're
Very much
just
yes.
they just be acting very like mean to you almost. Like it's my fault that you're not, straight. But like you said, it really just depends on your situation. And originally I was gonna say like, oh no, it doesn't matter if they have it or not. But and we talked about this before with Tia or Baby Tamara. She like is going through a divorce with her husband, and she like recently talked to, or she recently liked some type of like TikTok,
Mhm.
basically alluding to the fact that he's not taking care of bills like he's supposed to. Like he's not financially helping her out, which is crazy because when she first met him, I think she said that she met him at like a bus stop or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think so.
And it's like if he already wasn't financially, there, and they're now in their, I don't know, like mid 40s or whatever, and he's still not financially where she wants him to be, it's kind of like you kind of set the tone for that when you first started dating him. And I get the whole idea of like money shouldn't dictate your love for someone, but looking at their situation, it's kind of like maybe that should have been a little bit more of a higher priority for you guys. So, I mean, her.
Yeah, and I agree too because like if you don't have money and you trying to date me, where we going? Because I'm not spending every time we go out. I'm not always spending the bag. Like you gonna have to like split something with me too. So what we doing? How we gonna get to know each other? Because outside the crib, you don't really get. Yeah. But you gotta have bread for me. I'm sorry.
He said what he said. Okay.
Look,
Come with
you
the
gotta pay
bread.
some.
Okay.
Oh, Aisha, you want to go?
I just wonder, like, do y'all believe that in a relationship, for like the fact about money, does it should the man be the one who has the most money, or should the one be the one who's paying the most in the relationship, or should it be that both partners are financially stable before entering a relationship?
Oh, can I answer that?
Go ahead, Brandy.
That's a good question.
I believe it should be both. Because
Yeah.
if I ever had a daughter, I would raise her up to have like her own type of independence as well. And like when you go be with the man, you make sure like you set as well. So I do believe it should be both. In my opinion, that both of them should have money.
I feel the same way. I feel like nowadays you need two incomes, or you need two people having money than to just to survive. Like even one person need. I feel like, true. I got two jobs just for me to survive right now, and I feel like if I didn't have that second job, I don't know where I would be. So I feel like yeah, it does depend. Like y'all both need it, but I feel like both. I feel like both parties also, to go back on that. I feel like both parties need to be financially to get ready to be in a
Yeah,
relationship. I just feel
independent.
like to be in a relationship, you both need to be financially, financially in your mind, financially in person. Like y'all both need to be on that, because it can cause an issue in your relationship. It can cause arguments. It can cause who paying the bills, who not paying the bills. It
Mm-hmm.
can cause on like even when it comes to working, a person that can come home, y'all living together, it can have an issue with, oh, well, I'm working all these hours, you're not doing nothing. You should be cleaning up the house. Like it goes into those roles too. Of now it goes into gender roles. Like, oh, I'm a woman, you supposed to be cleaning up, but I'm working too. So who gonna be doing the cleaning up? So I think
Yeah.
money just is a factor in everything.
Yeah. But I also think that depending on the person, sometimes it's not going to be that much of a factor. And even though this is an extreme example following. So, like, take like Jeff Bezos. This
Mm-hmm.
is the richest man in the world. And his new girlfriend, almost fiance, new wife, is like a TV anchor, host, whatever. She not seeing Amazon money. And I doubt that he's looking for money in this like new relationship, whatever. I feel like it's different things for him. Like maybe he's looking for looks now, or he's looking for, a different lifestyle change and whatnot. So I think that, like Courtney said, if y'all are both financially independent from each other, you two coming together should only make matters better. Like
Mhm.
you shouldn't get together and one person is better off and another person is worse off. Because then it's kind of like, what's happening? What are you doing in your own finances that you're basically dragging me down? So yeah, I think it matters, but it just is how you prioritize. Because also we got to think about like I don't know. There's a zillion factors that come into like dating someone, but
Yeah.
you still have to determine where money fits in that for you, and
Exactly.
only you know the answer to that. So figure it out.
Then you're gonna have to get that question where it says, if I'm with a man who got money and somehow his money disappears, what's gonna happen then? Then you got like, then that comes into play when y'all are in a relationship and one person's income gets, diminished and one person's income grows. What happened with that? Like how y'all gonna feel about that person? Now you like sitting here, y'all losing one person. Are you gonna keep,
Yeah. By
it,
that point, hopefully love has prevailed by that point. Um, when that happens, because that's real as well. I
Yeah,
feel like if they don't stay around that time, I feel like that they was there for the money in general.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what they were attracted to. But if y'all do really love each other and okay, I'm here with you in your down moment, that's
Yeah.
cool. I know eventually you're gonna get back up, or you better.
Right.
Exactly.
But look, that's gonna bring us into Taraji
a
P.
whole nother
Henson,
topic. Yeah,
a whole nother topic when we talk about
yeah.
what Taraji P. Henson wrong, when it
What
comes
did
to
she
her
do?
Right? Fill us
and,
in.
and um and that movie she was in, what was it?
Alimony.
Oh, that trash movie, bro.
Like that people gonna
I
start
ain't even
bringing it up.
watched
So
it.
who y'all thought was wrong? Was she wrong? Was he wrong? And that's a whole nother topic.
I mean,
Um,
I honestly just heard a couple of guys have a conversation about that not too long ago, where they was basically discussing the same thing. Like they feel like men should, take care of most of the bills and responsibilities, but they was also talking about how like they said that men date based on who's around them and women date based on their heart. And they was talking
yeah.
about how like basically like almost how Kanye said too, like as soon as he get on, he leave ass for a white girl or whatever. He's only with, or certain men are only with their partners because that's all they can afford. But if they get up, if they get more money, then they can go and get that Kim K. Then they can go and
True.
they can get that Rihanna or whoever else. And it's basically dependent on their proximity. And they're always, or at least according to them, they said that they're always going to change up once they level up themselves. So it's like you could still be down with a dude when you first get with him before he blows up, before he gets money. But
Mhm.
if he can afford something better, which goes back to the whole always looking for something new, always looking for what's better, he might change up. So it's kind of like,
So
what do you do
women,
then?
women, when that happened to y'all know what to do. Change up on that nigga. The fuck you talking about? Send him
Yeah,
to the
period.
No.
Or maybe we shouldn't date man that can't afford us.
Oh,
Like,
and that's the that on that. I like that one way better.
we shouldn't be with a
what?
broke man.
I
If we
like
don't
that
end
answer
up in a
way better.
situation where he's gonna leave us when he gets better, like we shouldn't. It's kind of hard because it's like if we say it for ourselves, man can also say that too. And there's a lot of people
Yeah.
who just aren't at that point that they want to be at yet. But
Yeah.
it's like if you're gonna live with that idea that that person could leave at any moment when they get to the point they want to be at, like that's a terrible reality, but it's so real. Like that happens so often now.
And nobody wants
Mhm.
to think about it, and you just
Mhm.
got a plan for that,
That's why people be having trust issues. Cause I ain't gonna lie, my
man.
mind probably would go. How long you gonna be here for?
Wow.
Cause man, but that's why you should always, like how you said, Courtney, have your own money and stuff set up. So once the if that do happen, I'm good without you
Like
Hmm.
Pete Deuces.
and
That's the
out.
net on that.
So that's how I feel about that. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Before I do, first of all, I want to say like thank y'all for chilling with me, and
Thank
talking
you for
and having
having
We got
us.
you.
Yes, thank you,
Woo!
thank you guys.
dope.
Woo, woo,
Absolutely.
woo.
Kids y'all not. I wish y'all well. But before I do, I got to go ahead and get the little outro and stuff out of the way. So is there anything new that's coming up with what the girls do? Like, what's going on? Any new events? Anything coming up?
Yes, sir. We always in the planning stage,
Yeah.
but we have a couple of new ideas that we are about to put out into the universe. We have a sip and paint party that we're thinking of, a pole dancing twerk party, and then we also may be doing a little house get together party closer to like New Year's Eve. But if you guys want any more details or if you guys want to join our growing community, you can find us at What the Girls Do either on IG or Facebook. Or, like I said, if you guys want some inspo, some inspirational quotes, if you feel down one day, you can also follow our Pinterest. We post on there 3 times a week, and it's definitely going to give you some energy if you ever feel down. So keep a lookout for
Yes.
us.
Please come out and hang out with us. We don't bite. We are cool as hell.
Yes.
The
Yes.
vibes is always on point. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
You won't regret it.
You feel me? You definitely won't. And like I said, I have fun with y'all every time that I linked up with y'all at y'all events. So hopefully y'all continue, inviting me to them because I want to do a little camera video, with y'all. Like
Period.
I'm jealous, But once again, like thank y'all once again. I'm not gonna keep y'all no longer, and I will be seeing y'all later. So have a good night.
Thank you
Good
so
night. Thanks,
much.
You're
everybody.
All right.
welcome.
Thank
Bye bye.
you.
And I want to thank everybody for joining in with us. Thank y'all for kicking it with us. I had fun. This was my first episode of Creative Perspectives. I was nervous in the beginning for some odd reason, but like what I want to just say is that this show is going to be about current events, hot topics. Also a lot of artists, a lot of dope artists are going to come on this show. I'll be interviewing them, and we'll be getting to learn a lot more about Chicago artists and things like that. So you can go ahead and check me out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are on my YouTube page. My website didn't work today, but streaming is going to be done on my website as well, brandogottit.com. And with that being said, I want to thank y'all for kicking it with me. Deuces.